Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astro Jyoti Healing. Today we are going to see how the month of October is going to unfold for all signs. There is special attention if you have sign Virgo, Libra and Aries and Scorpio. Major changes are going to happen for you, and hence if you have these moon signs, if you have moon in these signs, watch this video carefully. Before moving on to each sign, let us see what are the planetary transits or placements for this month. As you know, Rahu Ketu have moved into the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. Jupiter is in its own sign in Sagittarius. It has just become direct. Saturn is in his own sign, that is Capricorn. And the changes that are happening are Mars is getting retrograde into Pisces, Mercury is getting retrograde into Libra, Venus is moving to Libra, and Sun is going to move into Libra. I'm going to again write down these placements for you. Please take a look at it. The changes for month of October. Now if you have Moon in the sign Aries, Mesha Rashi, let us see how this month is going to be for you. For Aries, their Rashi Lord Mars is getting retrograde in the sign of Pisces. This is a major change for you because it goes into your 12th house from Moon. Then the other changes that we saw in the transits, they are also going to affect you. So there is one caution if you have sign Aries. Do not take any risk in this month. Go slow, and if you have to take any risk, take it for helping others. That means you can help someone to reach the hospital. You can help someone donate something. But do not do any risky things when it comes to your stock market, driving of vehicles, or trying to do something that is against the law. This is not the month to take any risk. However, you will get lot of support from Rahu and Ketu because Rahu is transiting through your second house from Moon. So look for new ways of earning money as long as you are on the right side of the law. You can use your speech, public speaking ability or conversational abilities to give you more money, give you new contracts, and always remember, be polite. When dealing with the authorities, try to be polite because when Sun moves into the sign of Libra, you will have to make sure to keep your ego aside. If you are looking for good days for Aries, they are going to be from October 21st through October 28th. You might hear some good news in that time frame. If you have Moon in Taurus, Vrishab Rashi, then let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For you, you have Rahu transiting over your natal moon. You have Ketu in the 7th house. So always remember, you will have lot of recognition. You will have lot of new opportunities. However, just make sure for Rahu, going after something which is not on the right side of the law can bring you in trouble. Other aspects for you, Mars getting retrograde, but it's going to go into your 11th house. That is a great news. You can work towards earning more profits, making sure you can help your elder siblings to get what they want in turn. It will help you in getting big networks of profits. Also make sure when dealing with your kids, try to be little patient. Don't have anger, rather deal patiently with issues of kids. Same applies to your creativity. Do not take any decision with haste. It might happen that when Mars becomes direct, you might be feeling that why did you take that decision? So go slow. Mercury also is getting retrograde, so you might notice that change and you will have to slow down to respect it. You will have Saturn transiting into the 6th from your moon, which is a great time because you can use to overcome your competition in that time frame. make all efforts to overcome and go ahead of your competition. You might notice that you are having some extra fatigue due to lot of work that you have been doing, but take care of your health, go slow and save some meditation time that will help you. Good days of the month will be October 19th through October 21st. You might notice that you will get fruits of the efforts that you have done in the previous months. If you have moon in Gemini, Mithun Rashi, October is going to be a good month for you. You will notice that you have support from Rahu and Ketu as long as you are making sure that you are on the right side of the law. Suddenly you might dream something in sleep and you get up and start working on it. If you are an artist, you will come up with a great piece of work. Mars gets retrograde, so for Gemini folks, remember, have more patience, and if you are in the fields related to arts, music, literature, this is a great month for you. Use this energy of Mars to do your best. You have support from Sun, use that support and excel in your creativity. Guru's transition will also help you around end of this month. So have faith in yourself, do lot of efforts, and Gemini is going to see good times in the month of October. Again, remember though, there are no risks while driving or no extra risks while investing in the stock market. When there are many planets that are retrograde or about to change or changing, this is a very turbulent, volatile time. So have patience, do your calculations carefully and then jump in. Otherwise, better to stay out of risk area. Good days for the Gemini folks are going to be from October 21st to 23rd and through 25th through 28th of October. End of October is going to be really good for Gemini or Mithun Rashi people. If you have moon in Cancer, Karka Rashi, then let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For you, the transits are going to be in the 3rd and 4th house. Movement of Sun and movement of Mercury and retrogression of Mercury. Also, you have transit of Mars happening in the 9th house. So, remember, for this month, you will always get good support from your mentors, teachers. Be humble, be polite, and seek their guidance. It could be your manager, it could be your teacher from the college, or it could be anybody who has worked as a mentor for you. Approach them, be thankful to them, and seek their guidance. This is going to be very beneficial to you. Remember, you have transit of Rahu Ketu in the houses 11th and 5th. Be careful about your creativity, the products that you are working with, or if you are dealing with kids. Don't expect much, do lot of efforts and you will have lot of success, because Rahu will find you so many new venues, so many new network circles, friends through whom you can gain. The position of Sun into your 3rd house will give you courage. However, remember to be polite and don't show ego when dealing with your team members. Giving respect to the other person is the best remedy for debilitation of Sun. Ask for help. It is okay to ask for help, and you will notice so many people will come and help you. Mercury gets retrograde and this will slow down the negotiations. You might also notice that there are so many useless or baseless arguments in the household, in the family. Try to keep patience, try to manage your emotions, and this month will work out to be good for you. Cancer folks might notice that movement of Jupiter in the 6th will highlight their competitors again. But don't worry, Guru in the 6th is not bad for you as long as you follow the right way, the right method of doing things. Have patience and you will be able to get better gains when this Jupiter changes again and when Saturn changes the nakshatra. It will try to bring law and order in terms of partnerships, in terms of collaborations that you are doing, and there will be less chances that you will be deceived in that, which is a great thing. Good days in the month of October for Cancer or Karka Rashi people are October 21st and October 28th. Hope you will be able to get lot of work done, you will be able to get recognition. The key for this month is have patience, be careful while driving vehicles, and you will be rewarded through your friends. If you have moon in Leo, Simha Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For you, the transits in the month of October are going to happen in the second and third house. You have Rahu Ketu in the 10th and 4th. Venus is going to move into your second house. Mercury is going to go retrograde. Mars is going to move into your 8th house. So, the important thing for the month of October is drive carefully. You might find some source of hidden secrets, some money that is dealing with the government. However, make sure you use that money or try to use that money in the most legal way possible. Some of you who are waiting for the news related to inheritance, you might get to hear good things about it this month. If you are in the field of marketing and sales, this is going to be a great month for you. Just make sure some negotiations can get slowed down. So if you want to wrap up some things, wrap up in the earlier period of this month. There is one more caution other than driving slow for the Simha Rashi folks or Leo folks, that is, treat women with respect. Typically when dealing with women, respect them, talk to them in a polite way, and make sure you are not hurting them unnecessarily. Definitely not just because of ego or not because you are not getting something and they have it. Even if you are a woman, you need to remember this. Deal other women with respect, and this is the best remedy for the debilitated Venus in this month. When Sun is in the sign of Libra, you have to remember you have to be very polite with your teammates or elderly people in your family. This applies to most of the signs because with his 7th aspect, Sun is going to probably cover one more house in your horoscope that is going to be either related to your work or it is related to your family members. Some of the folks with Leo moon might feel that they are not getting the best treatment from their mother. You might feel that you are lacking the emotional warmth from your mother. However, you need to be nice to her. Remember this, and just not for this month but rather for this whole 18 months. It doesn't mean that your mother doesn't love you. Your mother loves you a lot, but maybe this is the time frame when you are feeling detached from her. If you have moon in Virgo, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For moon in Virgo or Kanya Rashi, this is going to be a month full of events. Why? Because Venus is going to transit over your moon. What does that indicate? It indicates you might get help or recognition from some women around. The key to it is respect all the women that you are dealing with. Venus needs company. Venus needs emotional warmth in the sign of Virgo. So if you give it to the other women, you are bound to receive it. You might feel lot of impatience, you might feel some anger because Venus is opposite of retrograde Mars in this month. When Venus goes into Virgo, you have retrograde Mars in the Pisces. Remember, other people are not angry with you. Remember, they are not doing anything bad to you. They are trying to find their way out of their own problems. Don't blame other people in this month because otherwise it will make you get angry, lose your patience, and that may damage the partnerships that could be very rewarding, and that may damage the partnerships that are probably going to be very rewarding to you. So have patience. Saturn's transit through your sixth house actually helps you get over the competition, go ahead of the competition. So do not worry about it. Try to be on the right side of the law, and the month of October, though it is going to be very happening month for you, it will be good for you. Jupiter is still in your fourth house, and that is a big support to all the folks of Kanya Rashi. Now let us see which days are going to be good for you in the month of October. The whole week from October 3rd through 10th is good for you. Same way, the whole week of from October 28th is good for you. So enjoy the good days in this month. Work hard, have patience, and stay on the right side of the law. Respect women. And Virgo is going to probably see a month full of good events. If you have Moon in Libra, Tula Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For Libra, their Rashi Lord Venus is debilitated in the sign of Virgo this month, and it is 12th from the natal moon. They might notice that they are not getting the recognition that they are looking for, typically from their partner, or they may notice that whatever they plan in advance or try to come up with a organized way of dealing with things, they are not working in reality. And the more they make efforts, the more agitated they are feeling. So remember one thing, Venus, when transits through the 12th house, it acts like exalted Venus in the Kalpurush Kundali. And exalted Venus is spiritual Venus. It means have less expectations from others, including your life partner, business partner, or other women around you, and keep working. You may earn money, you may earn projects for the future. However, what you are going to lose is peace of mind if you expect more. Key two is this: respect other women, deal friendly with all of your teammates, and have patience. If you are a devotee of any goddess, it's good to do mantra chanting for that. You can also try to carry the meditation or a yoga that is related to calming your mind down. You can also make sure that you are sleeping well through the night, because some folks might notice that their sleep is disturbed due to this Venus, or some might notice that they are seeing the dreams that are disturbing to them. Sun is debilitated and it's transiting over your moon, so you might notice that your temperament is kind of, Sun is transiting over your natal moon. That means you might get visibility in fields of arts, music, or literature. You might feel that if you are working in finance sector, you might notice that certain schemes that you had advised before regarding investment might come out to be successful this month. Don't hesitate to ask for help from your colleagues, peers, or family members. This is a good time to ask for help. Be polite, be humble, and be thankful to your father. The Rahu Ketu transit is happening from the 8th and 2nd. So you have to remember one thing, don't have any negative thoughts in your mind. Your subconscious fear would try to pull you down. You might feel you're agitated, you're not able to control your thoughts or express yourself properly. Ketu's transit through the 2nd house might make you talk in a way that is very hurtful to others. The best option is not to talk when you are angry. Saturn is transiting through your 4th house. That means the home front is not very helpful. You might feel extra load of discipline, lack of resources, and you might notice that everything you are doing with lot of efforts is not being rewarded yet. Hang in there, have patience, take care of your mother. You might get some help from your younger sibling as well as your peers, because Jupiter's transit through 3rd house is going to be helpful. If you are in the field of marketing, sales, or you have any job related to communications, this is a good time for you. Let us see which days are going to be more beneficial for you in the month of October. October 8th through 15th is going to be good for you. So look forward to the good news in that time frame. If you have Moon in Scorpio, Vrishchik Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For Scorpio folks, their Lagna Lord, Ketu is transiting over their Moon. You have Rahu transiting in the house 7th from Moon. That means you will always feel the other person, the other party, the other partner is getting the best, or you are always getting something that is lesser than other people. But remember, Ketu has its own strength in the sign of Scorpio, so keep the Rahu portfolio away and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and keep working. Things will fall in place for you. In the month of October, the transits that are happening in your 11th house, 12th house and 5th house. The transit of Mercury, Venus and Mars is going to give lot of new opportunities for you. You might notice that you are starting to work on new projects. You might notice that there are new opportunities to gain new friends, new business networks, or fulfill your wishes. Your friends and your elder siblings are going to help you through various difficult situations. While dealing with kids, have patience, and always remember, when Mars is retrograde, this Mars wants to help others first. So if you want your kid to excel at something, the best idea is try to teach your friend's kid or somebody else's kid the same subject along with your own son or daughter. Mars gives courage in terms of productivity, dealing with new products, your creativity. So enjoy that great time. Scorpio folks might be staying awake little late this whole month because Sun is transiting through their 12th house. That might keep you awake at night. You might be busy dealing with some work issues. Be polite. Try to do some meditation or yoga so that you can take care of your sleep routine. Venus is debilitated in the sign of Virgo. Typically, when dealing with women, be respectful. You should be always respectful, but this is a special month where Venus is debilitated, and if you don't take care of that Venus, you might notice, most signs, all of the signs will notice that their financial portfolio is affected in the adverse way. Treat women with respect is what debilitated Venus is telling you. Follow it. For Scorpio folks, Saturn is in the 3rd house, and that might put some extra pressure in terms of dealing with the teams. You might notice that you are separated from your team members. You might notice that you have some anxiety related to travel or going into social circles. Take all the care that is necessary. There is no need to hurry. Rather, Saturn helps when you follow all the boundaries and safety precautions. Let us see the days that are going to be more favorable for the Scorpio or Vrishchik Rashi folks. October 10th through October 17th is going to be great week for you. Enjoy your time. Enjoy the fruits of hard work that you are doing. If you have Moon in Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For Sagittarius folks, The most of the transits are happening from their 4th house and 10th and 11th house. So this is going to be busy month for Sagittarius folks. If you have Dhanu Rashi, buckle up and be ready to work harder this month. This is going to be one of the fruitful months for you before Jupiter moves into another Rashi. For Sagittarius folks, they might notice that they are getting new opportunities at work. If you are related to the financial sector, if you are related to the arts, music sector professionally, this is a great month for you. You will get a lot of recognition. You will get some good news at work. Make sure you deal with all the women folks with respect always, and definitely in this month when Venus is debilitated. You have to remember that Mercury is getting retrograde, so some negotiations can slow down, so be careful about it. If something needs to be wrapped up, try to wrap up in the earlier portion of the month. Else, give a careful thought to it and then take a decision. Sometimes it may not be you, but the other folks that are involved in the team or your client side could be making delays in terms of getting the deal sealed. Sagittarius folks might notice that the advice that they are receiving sometimes doesn't work immediately. They might also notice that some of their advisors, some of their mentors or managers are not fair in dealing with them. Or if nothing else, they might notice the 4th house Mangal or Mars also shows you may meet some of your friends or the folks from your maternal side. So have patience in dealing with them, and this month is going to be good for you. Let us see which days are going to be best for the Sagittarius folks or Dhanu Rashi folks. The week of October 13th is going to be great for you. October 13th through 19th. If you are planning for something good, definitely plan it, or you might hear some good news about the work that you have been doing so far. If you have Moon in Capricorn, Makar Rashi, then let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For Capricorn folks or Makar Rashi people, they have their Rashi Swami Saturn going over their moon. They are going through Sarasati. And this has been a difficult year for Capricorn folks. However, Saturn transiting over moon means you have stress at work or related to social behavior. However, if you carry over this responsibility well, you are going to get the rewards of that good work. In the month of October, the transits are happening in your 3rd house and 9th and 10th house. Mars goes retrograde in the 3rd house, and you have combination of Venus Mercury in the sign of Virgo and then Sun Mercury in the sign of Libra. You have Jupiter going direct in the 12th house. When Jupiter is in the 12th house, that period is a difficult period. However, the difficult period is about to end and Jupiter is going to move into Capricorn at the end of the month of November. So these 2 months are little difficult for you, but now you are used to how to handle this Jupiter in the 12th house. Make sure you are planning ahead, make sure you are doing donations, you are doing volunteer work, and Jupiter is going to help you with that. As far as the expenses go, you might have some sudden expenses, but hopefully they will be towards the betterment of your financial situation in future. The transit of Mercury and Venus shows Mercury being retrograde and Venus being debilitated. You might get some different experience from your mentors or managers or advisors. However, just hang in there and be respectful to all of them. With Sun's transit through your 10th house, you are bound to get visibility. You are bound to get a lot of attention at work or in your social circles. Enjoy that time, be polite, be respectful, and you will get a lot of good news in this month. Rahu is transiting through your 5th house and Ketu is transiting through your 11th house. Ketu through 11th means you will get gains when you don't expect them. So keep that in mind and continue doing your good work. Your kids might come up with some different behavior, or they might just be aloof from you, but just give them their own space and love them. That is the best thing every parent can do. As far as discipline goes, Capricorn folks are discipline oriented folks and they will continue doing that. Saturn will help you do that. Your relations with your teammates or your younger sibling might be a little bit difficult or tensed. However, always remember, do your karma towards them and be careful about what you put out on the social media. With the Rahu's transit through 5th house, you might be tempted to create something that is fake, that is not the real thing, or that could mislead people. Avoid that temptation. Use the Rahu energy for doing best for the society. Let us see which days are going to be more auspicious or might bring some good news to you. Those days are October 5th and 8th, and you also get one more week of October 15th through 21st. If you have Moon in Aquarius, Kumbha Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. In this month, you still have your Lagna Lord, or rather Rashi Lord Saturn transiting through the 12th house. That is not an easy transit because it is beginning of the Sadesati. It is probably the initial Sadesati, which could be difficult for you since Saturn is going through the 12th house. You have Jupiter transiting through the 11th house, and that is the biggest support that Aquarius people are having right now. Use this support from Jupiter for next 2 months until it travels to the Capricorn. Your kids will do good, your creativity, your productivity will increase, and you will have higher gains compared to the last year. This is one of the best year for Aquarius folks as far as the Jupiter goes. The transit of Jupiter through 11th is considered very auspicious, so make the best use of it for next 2 months. You have Rahu and Ketu traveling through 4th and 10th, and that is little bit difficult transit because Rahu will create some illusions, some disturbance at the home front. Some people might relocate somewhere, some people might do some renovations on the house front, but while doing all that, it will give rise to the expenses. Be careful about those things, and for Rahu, remember, less is always more. This transit of Rahu is not bad, however, it will definitely create some disturbance at the home front. At work, you might feel there is lot of work, but you are not able to complete it, or you are not getting the due recognition for that work. But Ketu transiting through Scorpio is in its own house. So keep working, have patience, and you will get those gains. Mars is transiting through the 2nd house for Aquarius in October, and this Mars is retrograde. Have patience. You might have some arguments with the family or people who are close to you, but watch your language, be respectful, and this Mars will help you gain good earnings. Transit of Sun through the 9th house is good. However, you might feel that your business partner or your partner is not doing their best. Have some patience and deal with this. You can ask for more help where you need it. The good remedy for debilitated Sun is enjoy your time through arts and music and be respectful to you people who are working with you. In addition, you have retrograde Mercury that is going to slow down your process about getting money through others. Have patience, whatever work needed to be done, you can do it in the early part of October. If you are thinking about this debilitated Venus, which is a Yoga Karaka planet for you. Remember, respecting women is the best remedy for that. And whatever turbulences you are feeling in terms of relationships, give the other person their own space. Respect women and respect your life partner. This is going to bring lot of good karma on your side. The week of October 17th through 23rd is going to be good for you. Plan your work in that week, or you might receive some good news during that time. If you have moon in Pisces, Meena Rashi, let us see how the month of October is going to unfold for you. For Meena Rashi folks, the transits are happening mainly through their Lagna and 7th house as well as 8th house. So this month of October is going to be tricky for you guys. 8th house is always ending some things and starting new things. And 7th house is about all the things that you want in life. However, they could be something that make you humble, make you polite, make you keep your status aside. With the retrograde Mars traveling through your moon, you might feel the agitation, you might feel the pressure about competition or achieving best in your life. And the retrograde Mercury will make you think, rethink, and can make certain arguments which are unnecessary. So slow down, have patience, plan and do your best. The transit of Rahu and Ketu is happening through 3rd and 9th, which is a great axis. Take help from Rahu. Rahu is going to help you connect with your teammates. Rahu can bring you success in terms of marketing, sales as well as social media. You might notice that you may have an advisor or mentor who is helping you with some secret information, or they could be somebody who are good in astrology, palmistry or numerology. Folks who are working in research have great time. Keep working and make sure you respect all the women in your workspace. With Venus in debilitation, this applies to everyone. Take care of your relationships. Be humble and give priority to the other person. For Pisces folks, their Rashi Lord Jupiter is still in the 10th house. Make the most use of it. You can have some contracts under your belt. Saturn in 11th might have some pressure on you regarding creativity or your duties towards your kids, or about the creativity that you are trying to show. However, have patience and deal with it. Saturn is in its own house, so it is not going to harm you, but it will make sure that you get due visibility, and whatever work probably you have done in the past will get more recognition. Pisces people, Meena Rashi people are overall having great time. So if you have moon in Pisces, Meena Rashi, this month is going to be good for you, and the best days of this month can be 5th October through 8th of October and the whole week of October 19th through 25th. Hope all of you get some information, some help regarding how to deal with the monthly transits. If you want to know more information about your horoscope, you can send an email to iamsonalijoshi@gmail.com. Please like this video, comment on this video if you have experienced something special regarding these transits, and please subscribe to this channel. Namaste, thank you, Shubham Bhavatu.